Begone, friend. I have a darling to adore. Our thoughts are as one, my friend. You must face the chosen of Bane and Baal. I will do my part to see them laid low. I am free from my bonds, but not my duty. The dead, you must face them. I will help.
These boots have seen everything.
I've been lied to. My whole life. And I was... My parents are alive, and I have to save them. I think a part of... Thank you. But I want you to refrain from foolish heroics. When the time comes, we'll be entering a nest of vipers. I couldn't bear to lose you. Not after everything. We'd better press on for now. But before that, there's one thing I need to see to. You'll see for yourself soon enough. Just leave it with me. Of course. I thought you'd never ask.
The road to Baldur's Gate is up ahead. No turning back once we start down that road.
There's that lass I've been peeping. Say hey for the pub. Wait. One day I'll get there. One day. Isn't it obvious? I stand on a stage, pretending. I was performing, and then the lights went out. I'm waiting for the curtain call. More drink.
Tell your story. and beyond. Go on! Cheers! Bottoms up! Go nuts!
It's bloated like a corpse and smells worse. Did the curse do this?
Leaning in, you can see how the creature's skin barely holds it together. The bulge of its belly is on the cusp of bursting wide open.
Near to bursting. The next few sips could be his last.
Go on, drink! Make it drunk! Be drunk! You and I both! To our good health!
The liquid burns your throat as you swallow, but otherwise you feel no ill effects.
Elixir! But such a small sip you take. Fear not. You will soon quaff as I do. Now tell me the story. A fable, a saga. Guide me. So am I. When my cup runs dry, let me pour you some sympathy. You ask, you drink, then you amaze, infuse, astound me again.
Your belly rumbles as the vile brew fills it, yet your mind remains miraculously steady.
More stories. Tell me of foes fell, villains vanquished, beasts bastard. I'll drink to that. We drink to everything, but especially to that. Bravo! question, make your query, and drink once more. Father Catherick's laughter, not joy, not ever, never, only laughter. Now drink it deep. Father Catherick created, Father Catherick sustains. Silence. Quiet. Hush. Just drink.
Each swig is as painful as the last, but you remain in otherwise sound mind and body.
I know you. I knew. I know. I am knowing. You want Father's personal, mysterious secret. Secret? No. Not never. Father said, ordered, commanded. Don't say it. Don't say it. Cage. Cage. Talk and perish. Die. Buried. Buried in Thorn Tomb. Father told me. I can't perish. No. Nay. Neither. Too strong.
Always room for more? That might be worth a look.
Please, clutter the pardon.
I want to have a word.
Do mess our pardon. Our master distiller spills quite the caused. Now settle your mind, chum, and get your shine on. Be will it what? Yes, sir.
Thorn hated the Bard's tunes. Maybe we'll get some proper music now.
What's inside? What a day.
Oh, for a skeleton key.
if the gods are watching me. Still breathing, despite everything. Step carefully. There's a trap.
How delicious. Should be easy.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Careful, I bite. Tread lightly.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
Trust no one. Let's crack it open.
No one back home will ever believe this. One day I'll catch a break. Open up.
Too quickly.
Never a dull moment.
The psionic detector is sounding. Blackith's warriors are upon us.
Where Wargas failed to kill you, I won't make the same mistake.
To the death.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Inveniam!
I will take the artifact for my queen! Onward!
What now?
I am fury. I am death.
On I go.
No failure.
On my way.
Quickly.
Survival is all that matters. With haste.
Victory awaits. It has it.
Got to move. Take two.
Come
sonic detector alerted us to the Githyanki attack.
Cursed darkness.
Looks like
still
Voss
here.
was good for his word.
Don't waste any regrets on it. We have more pressing foes to conquer.
What's next, I wonder?
Looking ahead.
It is as we knew. My people have turned their blades against us. They will emerge from the shadows and descend from the skies, and we will grant them their only just fate. Death.
Have to keep going.
Emperor Mortis!
Time to get going. Looks like an army marched through here.
Ketheric is defeated, the path ahead clear. You should be elated. But the sight of the land you leave behind does nothing to alleviate your sorrow.
Sergeant, if you are here, I presume Wern's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Gortash. We were interrupted. Another quake in the lower city. More severe this time.
So you came cowering to my chambers? I'm flattered, Sergeant. But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me, my lord, but there is panic in the streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the Flaming Fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties, duties, duties. Patrolling and saluting and following and bowing and scraping. Yes, sir. No, sir. Rip and cut your throat, sir.
Your plan is falling apart, lordling. Give me a reason not to cut you to ribbons.
Control yourself, Orin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break free. These quakes are just the start. Neither of us expected the prism bearers to kill Ketheric. They'll be traveling to the city. Let's make sure we give them a Baldurian welcome.
I itch to peel you, to split your skin, to see your skull shine in the light. Little tyrant. Lucky for you, I harvested a whole family of living flesh in Rivington at high sun. They will sate my blade thirst tonight. Oh, but tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, my blades will thirst again.
Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence, one sleep away.
On my way. I have a lot on my mind.
I was supposed to sacrifice myself to stop the Absolute. Yet I don't think I could have gone through with it, in truth. And I'm glad that I didn't, given what has come to light. Indeed. Under other circumstances, I might have been subdued or ashamed. But after what we saw, I must admit, I'm excited. The Elder Brain. But more importantly, the crown that it wore. Even without seeing it for myself, I could sense it. Netherese magic. So pure, so complete. And I doubted what I was feeling at first. Most Netherese artifacts contain only the faintest amount of their former power. The ghost of an echo of a memory. That crown was different. I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. Surely everything of its ilk was destroyed along with Netheril itself, but no matter. It exists. I must learn more of it. That crown sits on a gargantuan elder brain bent on destroying us and everything we hold dear. Understanding its true nature might unlock the means of our victory. We need to learn more about what we saw. An artifact as powerful as that crown must have been documented somewhere. As luck would have it, we'll soon find ourselves near one of the finest book collections this side of Candlekeep. Sorcerer's Sundries. I need to go there and learn all I can. Ha! Sorcerer's Sundries is no mere trading post. It's been serving the arcane community for centuries. Their collection of rare tomes is unparalleled. Netherese texts are hardly commonplace, but I'm certain they'll have one or two stashed away. You'll have to forgive my eagerness, but if my suspicions prove to hold water, this could be the answer to all our problems.
Seems simple enough.
The events of the last days weigh heavily upon you. Sleep's rest is slow to come to one whose mind is so full. The Absolute is not a god, but an elder brain controlled by the chosen of the Dead Three. They mean to use it to take control of the Sword Coast. All who carry the tadpole are governed by the brain, and by extension the chosen. It will take but one order to transform them into an army of mind flayers. This would have been your fate too, were it not for the astral prison, and the mysterious visitor inside of it. With her help, you have uncovered the cult for what it really is. A plan of conquest orchestrated by the gods of death themselves. Together, you have the power to thwart the Dead Three. If you follow this path to its end, the Elder Brain will not answer to the Chosen. It will answer to you. Will you liberate them from their parasites and their religious delusions? Or will you use the power you gain for your own purposes? A thrill courses through you at the thought. You will not have long to wait. All you need to do now is sleep. But sleep is not for you.
Hear me. Gather. The reckoning is upon us. The city thirsts for domination. March. Join.
scum! Attack!
Fight your way to the portal. I need your help.
Another step forward.
Need to stay focused. Protect me.
Istavki! Orpheus!
I'm thinking fast. That nearly ended me.
My prey awaits.
Come quickly. I can't do this without you.
Heading there.
Well, so much for peace.
That thing's not going to hold together much longer.
I'm here. Help me. I'm under attack.
There is work to do.
Take your Take your Take your
Shouldn't have wished to live in more
Hurry!
interesting
I can't
times.
hold them back. It's not over. Come to the skull.
Friend of Gake, you will be cleansed.
I need you, now. It's not over. Come to the skull. By the one true sky, what is this madness?
The Githyanki is the source of our protection against the Absolute. I must subdue him, or everything we've worked towards is lost. Don't let my form deceive you. I am the one that's been protecting you. I am the one that came to you in your dreams. Help me. You saved a child from a viper back in the Druid's Grove. You slept with the Drow and Dara. You pleased her. You saved the Asima Night Soul from her soul cage. The last time you were here, you tried to kill me, not far from this very spot. Your continued existence as yourself, and not a mind flayer, should be all the proof you need. Now, help me.
Despite your best attempts to be subtle, the Mind Flayer's awareness is everywhere. You blunder in its presence like a walk pup learning to walk.
You must be joking. I am telling you my thoughts directly into your head. But if you insist on taking a look for yourself, be my guest.
Nothing in your colorful existence to date could have prepared you for this. As the horror subsides, you are left with only one coherent thought. You must do whatever you can to subdue the Githyanki.
Happy? Now, join me. Fight!
Aid an illicit against Githyanki. We cannot. We must not.
Your blind loyalty will be your undoing, Lae'zel. Fight with me for your own survival. Together, we can turn the tide. destroy the Honor Guard.
This is your end.
The rock resists all attempts to shatter it.
Act fast.
resists all attempts to shatter it.
Come on, can't stay idle.
Outmaneuver them.
Subdue the Githyanki. Quickly!
Taste my fury. Can't give up.
Another fight. Let's go.
Thank you. That was too close. Don't look at me like that. I am a mind flayer. Yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the Absolute.
It's obscene to owe my life to a damned geich. No more lies, no more tricks. I will have answers!
You may call me the Emperor. An adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure. To a colony of mind flayers who caught me, changed me into what I am now. For years, I served the Elder Brain, the one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my old city. I sustained myself on criminals. Unglamorous, but there are plenty of them, rarely missed. And they fueled me while I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stelmane. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield, the largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence, though of course they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was happy for a while, until my true nature was discovered by the tyrant himself, Lord Gortash. He tore me from my home and brought me back to the Brain, where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call the Emperor. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become. Rather Rather them than potential future allies, like you. We fought to tame Prince Orpheus, the son of Gith herself.
Orpheus? Impossible. He was slain by Jastil Kithrak himself.
Quite possible, I assure you. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive mind communication. It is the same power that enabled Orpheus's mother to bring about the fall of the Illithid Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus's mother left, a usurper took her place. Vlaakith declared herself queen of the Githyanki. Vlaakith wanted his power, but Orpheus rose against her, and so she sealed him and his honor guard within this prison. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my hold on that prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control. No. Gortash sent me on a mission to retrieve the astral prison. I was one of many, but the first to find it. How Gortash or the other chosen learned of its existence, I do not know. The moment I found it, I felt a change. My free will returning. I followed the feeling inside, and found Orpheus. I realized what the prison was for. Containment. While my body was within the prison's bounds, my mind was free. I could resist the Elder Brain, the Chosen. Better yet, I could plan to overthrow them. All I needed to do was subdue Orpheus and find allies in the outer world. You. Most certainly Orpheus. He is a threat to her reign. Some Githyanki still revere him, in defiance of their teachings. Vlaakith was safe as long as they believed him to be dead. But as you can see, he is very much alive.
I don't understand. The histories claim the prince was burned to ash in the skies.
Your histories are fabrications. The prince was not killed. As you can very well see, he was in prison. She kept him this way because she was reluctant to eradicate such power. Power that she might one day wish to take from him. If the Githyanki ever find out what she has done, there will be civil war. Vlaakith will be finished. That would be a terrible idea. The moment he is free, he will attack you. Your only defense would be to kill him. And in so doing, you would doom us both.
Even though he is subdued, you feel Orpheus's revulsion. A pulsing hatred that cannot be contained. The Emperor is telling the truth. To him, you are just another wretched Illithid.
You carry a tadpole. As far as Orpheus is concerned, you are already Illithid. A sworn enemy. Just like me. I appreciate that. But this is what I am. My original body was destroyed when I transformed. When I first escaped the Elder Brain, I searched for a new vessel. But the longer I inhabited this one, the more it grew on me. I realized that returning to my former self would only impose limitations. Any advantage I could gain by restoring my original appearance, I already had to hand in the form of magic, and that humanoid shape you've come to know. As an Illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You, too, should embrace this change. Like it or not, our chances of defeating the Elder Brain are substantially improved if you embrace your latent illithid potential. I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle, while continuing to preserve your independence. You have seen what I can do. Imagine yourself with the same strength, the same intelligence, the same devastating beauty. If you let me, I can evolve you. The answer is twofold. One, I can, but it would kill you, as I told you before. Two, why would I? You have done well with the limited form you have, but you would do far better as an illithid. So, do you wish to evolve or not? You will be able to do things you never thought were possible. There will be physical alterations, of course, but only partial. You will retain most of your current form, and you will soon see that the benefits outweigh any perceived loss.
Even as you say the words, you feel a lurch of disappointment. Your mind bristles with illithid potential. How could you be so cruel as to deny yourself what you want most in the world?
I felt that. It's your nature. You cannot fight it. So embrace it. It wants to evolve, but it cannot do so alone. It must commune with another.
The tadpole screams for growth with painful intensity. It has been starved of life, of purpose. It welcomes your probing like a void waiting to be filled. If you let it, it will evolve you, just as the Emperor said.
A tadpole, nurtured by the psionic energy of the astral plane. Cocooned here for millennia, it has become extraordinary.
You may resist now, but it's too late. You already embraced the powers the parasite gave you. You leveraged them to manipulate, to dominate, to survive. Your nature is no longer your own. You are well on your way to fulfilling your illithid potential. You are ready. to evolve. A coldness seeps through your veins as the tadpole awakens, its yearning almost unbearable. Your mind is a veritable feast. The tadpole's essence courses through you. Where it touches, your flesh, glands, organs contract and flood with pure thought. You feel different. Your body has never felt more connected. Your mind present in every flex of a joint or muscle.
You are exquisite. When your allies see what you can do, I hope you encourage them to try it for themselves. But we mustn't lose focus. We need to resume our journey. You heard the Chosen. The brain has gone to the city, and the army marches to follow. We must not let them reach it. We must find the brain and bring it under our control.
Mind my step. I'm exhausted. Better find somewhere to camp soon. Maybe it'll bring us closer.
Orpheus, Gith's only son. He lives. It is not the Geich visitor that Vlaakith would destroy and Voss would set free. It is Orpheus, the blood of the mother, the prince of the comet. Listen close. The Emperor spoke only in half-truths. For you to know the tale of Orpheus, you must know the tale of Gith and of Vlaakith. Long ago, when we rose up against our Geich slavers, Mother Gith made for the Hells to secure an alliance with the archdevil Tiamat. Tiamat gifted the Githyanki our red dragons. Gith remained in the Hells, and Tiamat's envoy proclaimed Vlaakith our ruler. The first Vlaakith of many. It is Vlaakith 157 whom my people now call Queen. Yes. Our current queen has claimed undeath and reigned for 1,000 years. But it was the first whom Orpheus tried to slay. Orpheus is Gith's only son. He led his mother's own honor guard in a coup against Vlaakith I. It was Kithrak Voss himself who slayed the prince in vicious battle, or so the Varshes teach us. Yet the Prince of the Comet's been with us, subdued by that repugnant Illithid. Should Orpheus go free, he would tear Vlaakith's empire to pieces and build new glory from the scraps. The seed and the sower. Every word Voss spoke, he spoke true. Orpheus is the living proof of the Queen's lies, and the living weapon that conquered our Geich slavers. One word from his lips, and the people would doubt. 2 words, and they would rage. 3 words, and they would bow to the true heir. If the Githyanki are to be free, the Prince of the Comet must lead the way. It also promises to break us beyond repair. This ossified parasite does not make us more, but less. Do you not feel the cold where once there was heat? The void where your soul once resided. I know, and I won't.
We must find where Gortash and Orin have established themselves, and take their nether stones.
All right. What now?
Baldur's Gate is right over the hills. And so is Cazador. Cazador and his rite of profane ascension. An imperial soiree, attended by devils and spawn alike. A grand ceremony to honor one exalted vampiric master. And elevate him to an unfathomable station. To place him in a position of such esteem. The world will yearn to kneel and offer their necks. We will kill him, but there's more to it. Think about it. It sounds like Cazador, for all his evils, has gotten further than any of my kind ever have. He's on the verge of a miracle. This may be a beginning, not an end. I can see myself now. Lord, King, Master. If the time comes and I can stay one move ahead of him, I'll take his place before his blood can hit the floor. Let's find out more about the ritual before we waltz into Cazador's front door. If we track down my old comrades, the other spawn, we may discover more and be finally positioned for yours truly to ascend. My, you sweetheart. Then there isn't a moment to waste. If we don't find my brethren, they'll find us, likely with bared fangs. We should get to them first. Then we can make their pretty tongues talk. Unless Cazador's changed their orders, they'll be in the dens of this town, seeking prey.
Don't waste a step.
The city is close now. My former peers will be watching, no doubt. Waiting for my return. We should do what we can to find them. What they know could help us.
How many red caps are in
It's up there and we're down here.
Stay back.
That's why what do you
Excuse me. I can't find my mum. But, I don't know where to go.
Harsh. Not the family type, then, I take it.
She better. It's getting really sad in here.
There is so much wrong with that name.
It's up there and we're down here.
I'm just a cat. Please, talk to Yenna. I don't like talking. Yenna is my best friend. She's kind. Help her, not me. Please don't. Nothing good, I don't think. She was so very sick. Maybe she made like a cat and went off to spend her last life.
Hi. I'm still looking for my mum, but, thank you for helping me. You were really nice.
That's why we need to walk just a little more. One foot
Something's
in
on my
front of the
mind.
other. We told our son that this is a holiday to spare him the truth. We don't have homes to go back to.
Do you know where we're going? What kind of inn is it? Will there be feather beds?
Nearly there now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
I see it. It's up there and we're down here.
That's why we need to walk just a little more.
Be honest. What do you think of the new look? I'm glad. Though, I don't think I'm quite done with the past yet. Not until I've been to Baldur's Gate. I hope so. So long as I'm willing to stroll right into the Mother Superior's trap, they have no reason to not tell me where to go. Not quite. We should look for someone to point me in the right direction. Otherwise, we'll have little recourse but to wander the whole city searching. Worm's Crossing is a choke point. If I wanted to intercept a new arrival, I'd find somewhere before the bridge, blend in amongst the crowds, and wait. Most people seeking entry to the city will be...
I know, little one, but you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon enough.
On I go.
You'll have everything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
Worm's Crossing. We could be inside the city walls before long. And I could be back where this all started. I haven't even dared to use the more benign forms of illithid powers. Do you really think I'm eager to jump to the next step? Do you know what this entails? Well, of course you do. But I don't want that for myself.
Just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
I've been seeing that for days. My feet hurt.
I know, little one, but you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon enough.
And you'll have anything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
Never allowed sweet things right before bed.
Sometimes we'll make an exception. As long as you stop sulking and start walking right now.
Nearly there now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
I see it. But it's up there and we're down here.
That's why we need to walk just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
Been saying that for days. My feet hurt.
I know, little one. But you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon enough.
You'll have anything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
I'm never allowed sweet things right before bed.
This one time, we'll make an exception. As long as you stop sulking and start walking right now. Nearly there now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
I see it. But it's up there and we're down here.
That's why we need to walk just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
Whatever it is doesn't bode well.
I have something to ask.
I'm not paid to talk. If you want something, speak.
Just a little more.
The place was empty. Keep those thugs away from my family.
Danuvia! Get these squatters out of my house now!
Arthur, sweetheart, you paid me and my boys to be caravan guards, not cattle wranglers. If you want us to get our hands dirty, it'd be our pleasure. But that'll be extra.
You shouldn't have to make people feel welcome in places they don't belong. I just want to remove these unlawful interlopers from my property.
What do you mean by that?
Shh, sweetheart. Adults are talking. This is guild business, and we'll handle it as soon as we get paid.
Enough of this bickering! You! What's your proposal? You don't exactly look desperate for gold, but I can't help but admire such solid business acumen. Very well. Get the job done, and you'll be paid and be in my good graces.
Do you think you're clever coming in and undercutting us, sweetheart? We were about to make a bit of extra cash before you butted in. You owe the guild a cut.
The Guild, a loose coalition unifying every criminal outfit in the city under one collective rule, from cut purses to contract killers.
Ah, well, thanks to your little interference with our business, you are invested. And we can't have our mutual friend Arthur thinking he outsmarted us. Give me what you owe. Or maybe I'll just have to help myself to it when you're dead. You're serious? Let's forget this unpleasantness ever happened. Come on, boys. We've got places to be.
All's well that ends well, eh? I'm sure the guild will be in touch with any concerns. Duh. But if that's what it takes to get them out of my house...
To get me started.
I see those animals are out of the picture. Can we stay now? Or are you going to turn us next? You're seriously gonna throw us out? Throw my child out? You're just as bad as the rest of them. Don't worry, we'll go. May Torm split open that hard, blackened heart of yours someday.
Finally, those awful squatters are gone. I can feel everything unclenching already. Here's your payment, as we agreed. I've got so much to do now, I'd really better get on with it. Excuse me, would you?
We don't take kindly to parasites.
Do you think Dribbles will have his animals?
Of course. He never travels without his friends.
Stinks of cheese. Between his piggy toes.
How dare you? What in the hells is all of this?
A necessity, good sir. The Steel Watch loves pretending sweet Rivington doesn't exist. So we have decided to protect you, dear patrons. No need to thank us. You'll be allowed in once I've done this batch. Next! Hello, hello, and welcome to the Circus of the Last Days, the finest extra-planar circus there is. We travel from plane to plane, thrilling all blessed to see us. From tempestuous Ginny to belligerent redcaps, you'll find them all here. Well, when we zapped in, we didn't know there were religious zealots marching on the city. Slight inconvenience, that, but they're no threat to us. The Absolute's little murderers wouldn't dare. But enough of this. The circus is a place of joy and distraction, so come inside and forget your worries. Not a problem, dear patron. Benji just has to check if you're a vicious murderer. Benji?
Ah! Brain juice smells like piss and iron. No like.
Oh, well, that's a first. Usually I'd allow you in, but in these times, I can take no chances. Move along. No circus for you. Oh, forgive me. I must have misspoken. Welcome to the Circus of the Last Days. Have fun and be sure to catch the star of our show, Dribbles the Clown.